When it comes to Rockstar Games, one thing is certain: they love expanding their game worlds. Whether it's the transition from 2D to the 3D era in GTA games, or the sheer size of GTA San Andreas, Rockstar Games takes expansions very seriously, and GTA 6 is no exception at all. The map for GTA 6 is expected to be bigger than anything we've seen before. But here's something not everyone knows: the original plan for the GTA 6 map was mind-blowing. According to the leaks from September 2022, the game had a codename Project Americas, and as the name suggests, Rockstar Games aimed to create a map that would be a virtual representation of America itself. This meant encompassing both the central and south regions of the country. This would have been an expansive world far beyond just Vice City, which is a recreation of Miami. Imagine being able to explore a fictional or scaled down version of America, with recognizable landmarks and endless missions, and a large variety of missions throughout the map. It would have been an experience like no other. Games like Microsoft Flight Simulator allow us to fly across America. The ability to explore the streets and interact as an avatar is something only GTA can offer. Even if the GTA 6 map didn't represent the entire America, it would still be an amazing adventure. Just the thought of traveling everywhere, discovering familiar places, and embarking on thrilling missions is enough to ignite my excitement. GTA maps, even the smallest ones, are always filled with fun activities and Easter eggs. So just imagine the possibilities and stories that would emerge from a game on this grand scale. Unfortunately though, industry sources and other leaks have revealed that the final GTA 6 map won't be as massive as initially planned, but some leaks show that GTA 6 will be massive either way. There are reasons though on why Rockstar cut back on the GTA 6 map, which understandably can be a bit disappointing, but the fact that we're getting a huge map is still pretty cool. While the scale of the map might not be as immense as originally envisioned, we can still expect a vast and immersive world to explore, filled with Rockstar's attention to detail and thrilling gameplay that we have come to expect. Let's talk about a couple of factors that have contributed to the slower development pace of GTA 6. Firstly, as time goes on, game development time and costs have had a massive spike. Rockstar Games always aims to outdo their previous releases, which means more time, effort, and money needed to be invested to ensure every detail is taken care of. With ever-advancing graphics and technologies, they strive to avoid any complaints about the game feeling outdated. You might say that the GTA trilogy was a massive disappointment, but Rockstar outsourced that project to a different company, so I can't really fully blame Rockstar. Rockstar Games has faced criticism both from their own employees and the media for extreme crunch conditions experienced during the development of Red Dead Redemption 2. Reports of 20-hour workdays and complaints from employees brought attention to the issue. As a response, Rockstar made a conscious decision, as confirmed by a Bloomberg report, to eliminate the crunch culture within their offices. If you don't know what crunch means, it means that employees were working constant overtime to meet strict deadlines. The recent leaks in September, which caused the GTA 6 pre-alpha footage to leak to the public, reduced the trust in remote work, limiting Rockstar's options even more. Hardware limitations also played a vital role in the development process for GTA 6. Despite the powerful compatibilities of the PS5 and Xbox Series X and high-end gaming computers supporting 4K gaming and ray tracing, it's essential to remember that the development of GTA 6 began years ago. Games are in development long before they are released, and this means working with limited resources and older technology such as the PS4 and the Xbox One. It wouldn't be surprising if Rockstar Games had to scale back their ambitions due to hardware limitations of that time. An interesting aspect to note about Rockstar Games is that the number of cities in a GTA game doesn't necessarily equate to a larger overall map size. For example, the 2D GTA games featured multiple cities for players to explore, but those maps were smaller compared to the expansive worlds of the 3D era. Even when we look at GTA 3, which introduced a shift from 2D to 3D, it had a single city but was still smaller in scale. On the other hand, GTA San Andreas gave us a feeling of having one of the largest maps in an open world game, with multiple cities like Los Santos, San Fierro, Las Venturas, and the countryside to explore. explore. Each of these locations were cleverly designed as smaller versions of real American cities, offering a diverse and varied experience. However, upon closer examination, the San Andreas map itself is relatively small compared to the illusion of its size when playing the game extensively. It's important to note that the map size, while significant for its time, may not be considered massive by today's gaming standards. Take GTA 5 for example, which featured a map of 75 square kilometers, which is significantly bigger than the old GTA San Andreas map. This can be confusing for some because GTA 5 only included Los Santos and Blaine County, which is missing a few cities compared to San Andreas. Technically, San Andreas had way more cities than GTA 5, but overall it was a lot smaller. This limitation removes the variety found in the older game's locations, sometimes making the map feel smaller due to the lack of options, despite it being a lot bigger. However, it's undeniable that the GTA 5 map is massive. It presents Los Santos in a way that makes it feel like a real-world city, showcasing the genius of Rockstar Games and their ability to expand and create immersive environments. This same expansion was evident in GTA 4 as well, with its version of Liberty City being much larger than GTA 3 and Liberty City Stories, with its version of Liberty City being much bigger than what GTA 3 and Liberty City Stories offered. So even if the GTA 6 map may not be as diverse as initially planned, even if we only get to explore Vice City, it will still surpass anything we've seen before in terms of size, surpassing GTA San Andreas, GTA 4, GTA 5, and even Red Dead Redemption 2. That is genuinely exciting. While the authenticity of this leak is still uncertain, it would undoubtedly be disappointing for Rockstar if they are still unable to keep things under wraps, especially after the September leaks. If you don't know, Rockstar had a massive leak where a hacker threatened to release the source code for GTA 6 and publicly leaked GTA 6 pre-alpha footage. Rockstar even confirmed this leak on Twitter, which was crazy. While I can't show you any of the GTA 6 leaked footage, due to Rockstar most likely taking down this video, I can still talk about it. In GTA Vice City, there were two prominent gangs, the Cubans and the Haitians. These groups could be found roaming the lower income neighborhoods of the game, such as Little Havana. While the game didn't take us to Cuba itself, and the neighborhoods we could visit didn't fully represent the island, it was still a standout feature. It's worth noting that the gangs had to be later renamed due to the controversies surrounding the stereotyping of people from their respective nations. It's intriguing to see that GTA 6 may include a part of Cuba as a playable area alongside Vice City. This means that players will have the opportunity to explore an island in addition to the main city, similar to GTA 5's North Yankton. It could serve as an expansion of the narrative surrounding the Cuban and Haitian gangs featured in the original game. While this information comes from an insider report and is not yet officially confirmed, it seems quite believable considering Vice City's abundant waterways and the prominence of Cubans in previous GTA titles. Having a close-off map of Cuba, in my opinion, is a very cool touch if Rockstar does go through with it. The track record of the insider also adds credibility to the claim. Additionally, it's been mentioned that GTA 6 might feature a time jump within its story. This makes sense considering the game revolves around the adventures of a criminal couple who may or may not face the consequences of their actions. As for the release date, it's more likely to be in 2024 rather than the end of 2023, according to the insider. It's worth noting that Cuba may not be part of the game's main map, but rather an additional location that players visit as part of the story. Rockstar usually adds side maps, so this isn't really surprising. However, it would be fantastic if players were allowed to take a flight to Cuba anytime they wanted, as the limitations of only temporarily visiting locations, as seen in Liberty City, GTA San Andreas, and GTA 5, it could be pretty disappointing if we could only visit it during missions. GTA has a history of post-release expansions that introduce new locations to the game. This is not because DLCs are a big trend in 2023, but rather a long-standing practice by Rockstar Games. In fact, the very first expansion for a GTA game was the London 1969 Mission Pack, which provided new missions and allowed players to explore the city of London. This was a rare occasion when a GTA game featured a real-world city outside of the fictional ones they're usually based off of. We also had instances where Liberty City was included in the game files of GTA San Andreas, and GTA 5 took us to North Yankton, a small town based on North Dakota, for a few missions. These examples demonstrate the developers' desire to add extra locations to the GTA games, although time constraints often limit their ability to fully explore and polish these areas for players. In more recent times, GTA Online presented an opportunity for Rockstar Games to introduce players to new islands separate from the main game. The Cayo Perico heist, for instance, allowed players to visit an exotic island as part of a free DLC. While the experience was limited to the mission, it provided a glimpse of what it's like to explore the additional locations in a GTA game after its initial release. In addition, it's worth noting that GTA 5 was originally intended to receive story DLC, which means that future expansions or DLC for GTA 6 could introduce new locations to explore. This could apply to both the online mode and the single player experience, providing players with even more content beyond the initial release. Considering the significant time and cost involved in developing GTA games, it makes perfect sense for Rockstar Games to continue expanding on GTA 6 rather than immediately moving on to the next sequel. By doing so, they can bring the game closer to their original vision and deliver an even more immersive experience over time.